Hey everybody, it's Mike here. Today we're going to be wrapping up 2023 with the top 6 recommended games that released this year and the best games to play going into 2024. So make sure you stay tuned to the very end. And no matter what type of gamer you are, I feel like we've all been so spoiled this year from all sorts of great releases from various genres. So I'm going to cover that. And you might notice there's some games that I'm missing. And I haven't played all of the releases, for example, like Alan Wake 2. So just keep that in mind. Now for you city builder fans out there, the first game on my list is definitely going to be City Skylines 2. So this game had some hiccups at launch. I know there were some issues with the terraforming and how buildings spawn. But overall, I'm having a lot of fun with this one. I'm dropping so many hours, and I'm sure they're going to have a lot of post-launch support, just like City Skylines 1. If you do own City Skylines 1 and you have a bunch of money you spend on expansions, it might not be worth as much the upgrade, but they've done some notable improvements this time around, and the map is actually 5 times larger. So in terms of possibilities, you can make massive metropolises. And not only that, they've actually overhauled the whole progression system, so you actually have to unlock buildings, so stuff like that. And I really found the tutorial this time around is very in-depth, and it pretty much walks you through every mechanic. And they just made a lot of design changes that really improved the gameplay. I know there's some glitchy stuff going on with the traffic, of course, but I'm a strong believer that they're gonna hash this out over time. Overall, City Skylines 2 is just a great city builder, and for those, it's a perfect game, a cup of coffee in the morning. You can definitely do some hours to this one. Okay, and number 5 on the list is going to be Cyberpunk 2077 Phantom Liberty. So Cyberpunk obviously didn't come out this year, but its expansion kind of revitalized the game, and I've had so much fun with Cyberpunk. They revamped the whole skill tree, just how a lot of the mechanics in the game. They made police chases. Recent patch 2.1 added the metro system, so they've overhauled the whole fast travel system. And Cyberpunk 2077 Phantom Liberty brings so much value in terms of the storyline. It starts off with rescuing the president, and then you get involved with all this criminal politics. Great overall storyline. Like I said, I enjoyed, in my original review, I enjoyed the actual Phantom Liberty storyline more than the main quest storyline in Cyberpunk 2077. It's like CD Projekt Red just woke up and kind of delivered what the fans were looking for. They enhanced stuff like the police chases, and the whole progression system, and all these things really tie in together and make the quality of life while playing this a lot better. And you're gonna have a lot of fun, just doing little side quests in Phantom Liberty, and the new area is very engaging. There's a lot to it. So yeah, if you don't even do the main storyline Phantom Liberty, there's a lot more content, and they just improved the whole gameplay loop. So highly recommend Cyberpunk 2077. Definitely get back to it if you played it maybe 2-3 years ago, or if you haven't played at all, this is the best time to get into it. Number 4 on the list for me is going to be Starfield. I'm having a lot of fun with it. I'm actually doing a new game plus, and each new game plus brings new elements and stuff like that. But overall, I just enjoyed the game. Maybe I'm a Bethesda kind of nerd, and I'm satisfied with the product they've given. But nonetheless, I know there's some issues with it. It's not perfect. In terms of exploration, the exploration side of things, I found kind of underwhelming myself. But in terms of just raw Bethesda gameplay, the different factions, the side quests, the story, I was very involved. I have dropped hundreds of hours in this game in 2023. I would say this is probably one of my most top played games, other than Boulders Gate, Starfield. I have dropped so many hours. I had so much fun from unlocking new ships, the various side missions. This one's a great game. I know there's a lot of mixed thoughts on this, and I know some people will be bothered this is one of my top 5s, but listen, this is the games that I enjoy, and I personally feel like you're going to get a lot of value out of Starfield, and I really enjoyed the whole gameplay loop on this one, so highly recommend this one. You're going to have fun. Just make sure you have a lot of time on your hands. Some of this game can definitely be lengthy, not only like the main quest line, but there's a lot of side quests that will take a lot of your time, and actually found the side quests in Starfield to be the most interesting. There's the cool pirate raiding quests, And it's just a great experience overall. And even the shipbuilding, customized, creating your own outposts, you name it. There's a lot you can do in Starfield, so great value on this one. And then Tears of the Kingdom is definitely taking number 3 spot. This game has really impressed me. I always thought to myself when I'm playing Breath of the Wild, how can they possibly make a better game? Yet they did that with Tears of the Kingdom. Just the amount, even using the Ultra Hand alone and creating your own makeshift carts or makeshift weapons and stuff like that. You're going to have a lot of fun with the gameplay loop. I'm actually having a lot more fun with Tears of the Kingdom than Breath of the Wild, and I played it a lot earlier. Of course, we've been spoiled in 2023, so I've been getting distracted with other games like Starfield and Boulders Gate. But nonetheless, this is a huge, awesome addition to the Zelda franchise, and anyone who has a Switch probably already has this. So definitely, Tears of the Kingdom is one of the top games in 2023. And believe it or not, number 2 on my list is actually going to be a Mario game. It's going to be Super Mario Wonder. This game definitely impressed me. It's one of the most fun I've had with the co-op experience in 2023. Just having a great time playing with the wife, and it's just a great experience overall for those who like Mario. It's a great 2D platformer, and they definitely shaped up the formula with these Wonder Seeds. So every time you pick up one of these Wonder Seeds, the whole level changes, and all these little trippy effects really engross you, and you're gonna have a lot of fun. I don't remember having this much fun since like Donkey Kong Tropical Freeze with any 2D platformer on the Switch. So if you have a Switch, you also definitely need to pick up Super Mario Brothers Wonders. And I truly agree with a lot of people when they say, this is the best Super Mario game since pretty much Super Mario World on the SNES. And they make it very convenient to play with your friends. If you have a friend or cousin or something, you have family over, they can play as Yoshi or something, so they don't take damage. So it's great fun for everyone. Highly recommend it. The number 1 game for 2023 for me was Boulders Gate 3. This game won tons of Gamer Years awards, and I am not surprised, just from the amount of freedom you have in terms of the customization, from freedom and just overall gameplay. There's not many games like this, and Boulders Gate 3 really shows when a developer takes their time on the game rather than just focusing on DLCs or these loot boxes. They just focus on the gameplay loop, just from the characters and the storyline. Boulders Gate 3 is a true classic, and I think everyone needs to pick this one up. I'm very pleased how 2023 has treated us. We've got some amazing games, and like I said, I thought Tears of the Kingdom was going to be it for me, but Boulders Gate 3 really takes that RPG formula to the next level. And it's also not super hard to get into. I know it's that Dungeons and Dragons loop, but you really will get the hang of it quick, and you're really going to get into the storyline and just the combat. Everything in this game is just, you're going to have tons of hours to put into it, so you're going to get tons of value. So that's it. That's the game of the year for me, hands down. And I already knew this back when I reviewed it. There's no way this is not going to be game of the year. And there's just, from the graphics to how the world, just the atmosphere, everyone's going to enjoy Boulders Gate 3. It's games like Boulders Gate 3 that truly raise the bar and the overall standard for other game developers. So hopefully we see a lot more games like Boulders Gate 3 where they just provide a lot of content within the game itself, like I said, rather than pushing out DLCs and these expansions. So and that's it. That's 2023. It's been a lot of fun reviewing these games this year. And I just wanted to personally tell you thank you. I appreciate each and every one of you that supports this channel. And I'm going to continue to deliver in 2024. I have a lot of great ideas. There's a lot of great games coming down in the pipeline. So you're going to get some great reviews. So be sure you stay tuned and subscribe. And your support is appreciated. And of course, I always do my part to give you the best possible advice so you can make the most informed purchase decision. Other than that, thanks for watching and stay tuned. We'll see you next year.